Have you ever noticed how the most responsible financial advice often leads to the same quiet outcome? Working longer than you expected, saving slower than you hoped, and feeling stuck despite doing everything right. Most people don't make reckless money decisions. They follow advice that sounds mature, safe, and socially approved. And that's exactly why it works so well at keeping them average. Let's start with a familiar scenario. You're in your mid to late 20s or early 30s. You live in the US or Europe. You have a degree, a job, and a steady paycheck. After taxes, maybe you take home around $3,500 a month, or 3,000 euros depending on where you live. Rent or mortgage takes $1,200, utilities, phone, internet, another $250, car payment or transport pass, $400, insurance, subscriptions, groceries, $600. Before you've lived your life at all, over $2,400 is gone. Then there's the normal stuff, student loan payments, a credit card balance you promise you'll clear soon, a few dinners out because everyone else is doing fine, right? By the end of the month, you're saving maybe $200, and you're told to feel proud of that. This is where the advice sounds responsible. Buy a reliable car, get a safe apartment, build credit, enjoy life a little, you deserve it. None of this is wrong on the surface, but together it creates a system where your income is pre-spent before it even reaches you. The hidden mistake isn't overspending, it's locking yourself into fixed costs too early. Let's look at the math, calmly. That $400 car payment isn't just $400, it's $4,800 a year. Over 5 years, that's $24,000, not counting insurance, repairs, or interest. That slightly nicer apartment, $300 more than the basic one, costs you $3,600 a year. Over 10 years, that's $36,000. These aren't luxury yachts or wild spending, they're reasonable upgrades, but together they quietly absorb decades of flexibility. The psychology behind this is simple. Humans don't optimize for freedom, they optimize for normalcy and relief. A nicer car reduces stress, a better apartment feels like progress, keeping up with peers avoids social friction. And modern finance rewards this behavior. Credit systems don't ask whether a purchase helps your future, they only ask if you can afford the monthly payment. So people think in months instead of years, payments instead of total cost, comfort instead of optionality. The long-term impact shows up slowly. You don't feel broke, you feel stable. But stability can be deceptive. Because once your lifestyle is built on fixed payments, your job stops being a choice, it becomes a requirement. Job flexibility disappears, risk tolerance shrinks, savings grow, but painfully slowly. 10 years pass, your income rises, but so do your expenses, and financial freedom still feels like something for later. Here's the shift financially intelligent people make, quietly, without drama. They don't ask, "Can I afford this?" They ask, "What does this commit my future self to?" They treat fixed monthly costs like gravity. Once they increase, everything else becomes harder. They don't rush lifestyle upgrades, not because they hate comfort, but because they value optionality more. A cheaper car isn't about discipline, it's about buying back future choices. A modest apartment isn't a sacrifice, it's temporary leverage. They understand that the fastest way to delay freedom isn't wasteful spending, it's respectable spending done too early. And none of this requires extreme saving, side hustles, or deprivation. It just requires seeing the full cost of reasonable decisions. Not with guilt, not with fear, just with clarity. Because the goal isn't to live small forever, it's to avoid building a life that quietly decides for you. If this perspective helped you see money a little more clearly, consider liking the video or subscribing. Not for motivation, just for more calm, honest thinking about how money actually works.